We've all been there. It's 3 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling and doing the math on how many hours of sleep you'll get if you fall asleep right now. You've tried melatonin, but it makes you groggy and drowsy, and you've tried CBD. Now, I'll be honest, this lighting right here is probably too dramatic for this entire video. Let's brighten things up a little bit and see if I can help you improve your sleep. Oh, hey, that's kind of nice, right? So I am Johnny Watkins, and I am just a guy who owns a CBD business. So there is a new kid on the block that's being called the sleepy cannabinoid. It's called CBN. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the 2024 and 2025 research that's been done, and we're going to see if CBN is actually the natural breakthrough for deep sleep that we've been waiting for, or if it's just another hype train. All the studies that I'm going to be talking about are going to be linked in the description below, so let's get into some of the details. I'm going to be going through a 4-point list and explaining everything you need to know about CBN. We'll talk about what it is, the science behind why it works, how it compares to stuff like melatonin and CBD, and how you should use it if you're curious. Question number 1, what is CBN? So CBN stands for cannabinol. It's often confused with CBD, but they're very different. Think of CBD as like your all-day natural wellness and relaxation situation. CBN is basically what happens to THC once it gets old. Oh, hey there, young man. So when THC is exposed to heat and light and oxygen over time, it degrades, and unfortunately it loses its high and transforms into CBN. Now, for decades, people have noticed that old cannabis made them incredibly sleepy. Now, science has finally caught up, and it explains why. That degradation process creates a potent sedative effect. The best part? Unlike THC, CBN is non-intoxicating for almost everyone, and you get all the sleepy benefits without the getting really high. Now, another big question is why it works. So how does it help you sleep? It comes down to your endocannabinoid system. While CBD mostly hangs out on the sidelines, CBN actually binds directly to your CB1 and your CB2 receptors, similar to THC, but much more gently, without the high. So recent clinical studies have shown 3 major breakthroughs. All studies will be linked in the description, like I said before, if you want to read any of those for yourself. So CBN is particularly good at helping you stay asleep. It reduces those annoying like micro awakenings in the middle of the night. And another thing that I really want to talk about is what's called the entourage effect. So research suggests that whenever you combine CBN and CBD, they work synergistically. CBD quiets like your racing mind and stuff that keeps you awake because of stress, and CBN offers that small sedative effect. Now, there's no hangover. Unlike pharmaceutical sleep aids, CBN doesn't interrupt your REM cycle. So you wake up feeling, more actually rested and not like you've been drugged. We're talking about combining and synergizing CBN and CBD together. I happen to have a product right here, and these are, oh, look at that. Oh, those are the Ron's Balms nighttime CBD CBN sleep gummies. So these little bad boys come with 40 milligrams of CBD and 30 milligrams of CBN. We're going to get into more details here in just a minute about the actual dosages that are recommended and how you can properly use these. One other thing that I must mention is that, as is tradition with most of my videos, if you've seen any of them, you can get on my website via the link in the description below, and if you use discount code YouTube25, you can save 25% on your entire first order. Okay, let's get back to the video. So the number one thing you're probably wondering is, well, how does CBN compare to melatonin and CBD? So I'm going to give you a full layout right here if it's possible for me to create this. So melatonin is a hormone. Your body naturally produces it, and it's great for stuff like jet lag, but taking it every night can actually mess with your body's ability to naturally produce it. If you flew across the country or whatever and you needed help getting onto the new time zone, melatonin is great for that, but it's not great for taking all the time. Now, CBD is great for anxiety that keeps you awake. However, it doesn't keep you asleep all night. But CBN is the real heavy lifter for physical sleepiness here. And if you're a chronic insomniac, the combination of something like CBD plus CBN is what puts you in that Goldilocks zone.
Oh, look, it's me, Goldilocks.
Obviously, this is extremely important. How do you use it? So, if you're going to try it, you got to start slow. Most experts recommend 10 milligrams to 25 milligrams of CBN about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. Now, like I said, the Ron's Balms gummies have 30 milligrams of CBN per gummy. So, if you like, you can always start with like a half a gummy. You just cut them in half. They're gummies. They cut pretty easily. And if you want to look at savings and costs and whatnot, you can basically get double your order if you end up only taking half a gummy. Lots of little old ladies who like to sleep better and not have pain order them from us, and they do that exact thing. The grand takeaway here is that sleep isn't a luxury. It's a biological necessity. And now I'm not saying that CBN is like the magic wand, but there have been several studies recently that show it has a lot of promise for improving your natural sleep. Now, another thing I obviously must mention is that I want to hear from you. Have you tried CBN before? Did it help you stay asleep or go to sleep, or did you feel nothing? Drop a comment below. I'm going to be responding to as many comments as I can to try to help anybody who has questions. So, like I say, drop a comment below. And obviously, if you've found this video helpful or informative, hit the like button, or God forbid, if you want to see more stuff like this from me in the future, you can always subscribe. And obviously, I know that trying new stuff or trying new things that you're not 100% sure about can be scary because it's kind of unknown and you're not really sure what you're getting. I get all of that. But speaking of something scary that you might not have known about, I made another video just this week as of right now, and in that video I cover some of the scary stuff that a lot of people don't realize about how some of your cannabis or CBD or CBN products may be secretly poisoned, and that video is right here. If you're interested, check that one out. I'd love to give you more information in that video. Hopefully we see y'all in the next one.